Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's stream. I'm just going to wait for the, there we go. Are things working? I hope things are working. Anyway, today we are going to be driving the beautiful Armstrong Powerhouse Class 317 from here in Peterborough down to London King's Cross. Audio's working, sound's working. Let's open the doors. And as I set up the train, I'm going to introduce this week's two guests. First of all, we have East Midlands Railway fan, Joshua.
Hello!
Yes, hello. And also joining us in the stream today is going to be Sean, someone who
hello guys.
I know very locally. He's a fond transport enthusiast as well. 9 people watching already, wow, that is impressive. Just a bit of spotting well before we depart here. We have, of course, the good old Mark IV sets arriving in. This scenario is set in the 2016 period. I'm sure many East Coast Main Line locals will remember the days before Rail Plan 2020, as the whole train's 180 passes us. So we'll be driving a stopping service all the way down to London King's Cross today, stopping at Huntingdon, St Neots, Sandy, Biggleswade, Olsey, Hitchin, Stevenage, Nebworth, Welwyn North, Welwyn Garden City, Hatfield, Potter's Bar, Finsbury Park and London King's Cross. Say hello to everyone in chat as well. Hello to Fabuchan, hello to Peppy MU fan as well. So you have returned. I'm going to attempt to do this route huddleless as well, but before we do, let's just set the destinations for London King's Cross. Taillights off, headlights on. Lovely stuff. By the way, have you ever been to Peterborough before?
I have, and it's a really nice station.
Peterborough is really nice. Whoops, I just paused the screen there for a minute. Something like that.
Honestly, never been to Peterborough, but I only passed it. That's it. Like, I feel like it's a place that I should go, but I just never.
Peterborough's a really nice station.
It's easy for me to get to because these Midlands Railway operate not at Liverpool, Norwich.
I might go there once the Cambridge to Oxford line finally opens.
Yes.
Well,
There's many good plans of that. I'm sure.
I've been waiting for it, but it may not open till like the mid-2020s at the earliest, so I know it all depends how things are going.
We're now ready to depart here out of Peterborough.
I think the starting speed limit. I know it gets lowered to 25, I do believe.
Yes, we do start at 25 miles an hour, or the speed limit goes down to 25 miles an hour soon after we depart. I probably shouldn't have gone into notch 4 there. As a 153 passes us, or 158, 153 combo. That'll be bound for Liverpool Lime Street via Nottingham.
Calling at Grantham, Nottingham, I wanted to say Ilkeston, but it depends on what type of scenario is based.
Yeah, Elkston's pretty new, isn't it?
Yeah, Ilkeston's pretty new. What time is based scenario, CSM?
2016 is when it's based.
No, what time is it?
10:19 is when we depart Peterborough.
So it would call up Grantham, Nottingham, Alfreton, Chesterfield, Sheffield, Stockport, Manchester Piccadilly, Manchester Oxford Road, Bond Central, Widnes, Liverpool South, Park Bay and Liverpool Lime Street. This train is currently formed of 2 coaches, Benegest and Huntingdon. It will perform before a 4-coach 158 service. Because realistically, at Nottingham, it divides, and then whatever barrier it is, it goes into Nottingham East Cloth. And then whatever back unit is on the 11, whatever B1134 detaches to, would form the next, the 1247 out of whatever B1134, Nottingham. Oh yeah, we also have a Discord server, which if you want an invite, either at me or CSM, which I have put both our names in the chat, surprisingly, of all things.
Yes, indeed. If you do wish to join our Discord server, do send us a message at the Discord tags that we have put in the chat below. It's a popular request from many people to create a Discord server. We have gone and done that. I think I've only been past Peterborough once on a class 43 HST. Remember back those days when the HSTs on the East Coast Main Line are the best times. We should see a few of those today as well. I've stopped at Peterborough but never been there, Fabrichan says. Yeah, Peterborough's definitely worth a visit.
Definitely. Then again, it depends on where in the United Kingdom you live.
Yeah.
For me, since I'm from Nottingham, it's an easy connection. I only need to go to stop.
It may very well.
That's the fastest section so far.
Yes, this is the fastest section we are on. We should
Do
be...
it.
Well, it's 125 miles an hour, almost right down to Huntingdon actually. Except we're only allowed to go 100 because we're 317 and that's our maximum speed.
Because we don't want to share the link with YouTube just because on the YouTube chat just because of security reasons.
Yeah, we don't want random people joining our Discord server.
Yeah, it will be annoying.
Yeah, particularly I figure we'll get things like spam bots and stuff like that, which are better.
You don't want them. I had those before when I did old chats and so on. It's not pleasant.
Because I've also got a Discord server, which I'm not going to say or even promote because reasons.
Went out filming the last day of the Transport for Wales Pacers, which over the weekend last Friday was the last day, just gone. Yes, I heard about that. The Pacers are no more. Those were the last examples of Pacers in the country. Personally, I think that's
very, very weird trains, to be honest. Using an old bus to putting it onto a train track, like, I don't know where did that idea come from.
On paper it sounds like a brilliant idea, but
it does, but
It wasn't.
just really weird. I'm only assuming the only reason why they do it is probably just to save money from just instead of building a whole new train. But I don't know.
I mean, they did it as a stopgap. Now look, we're in 2021, and they weren't designed to do it.
Yeah, just look at the doors. They look like old
They
East
basically
European
bus doors.
tram
They are
opening to
basically
you.
bus doors. They are basically bus doors.
Yeah, they look like an Eastern European bus or tram.
yeah, they do. But you don't find those buses on, or you don't find those doors on buses anymore, do you?
Charlie.
Eleni, our train fan, you just got the horn there. I'll do it again. Of course, it's AP, so it's a brilliant model for it. Oh yes, Cathcart Circle for Train Sim World, the most disgusting line in the UK brought to life. And the 314 looks very good as well. Yeah, I have to say, Fabrichan, it's brilliant. I'm really excited for it as well. Should be out pretty soon. When TS usually say coming soon, it'll be out within the next 2 weeks. That's very good. We've just gone past home level crossing, and now we are triple track.
How old are the class 314s?
Pardon?
How old are the Class 314s? Are they the same age as the 315s? Or?
About the same
It
age,
depends
yes.
on when did the 314 enter service?
I think it was 1977, 1978, something like that. Or it can't be before
Well, it is.
1978.
Well, it is old.
Yeah, 1996.
1996.
Yep. 16th of
Well,
May,
it's
1996.
well, it's fairly quite young.
It is.
Only 10, 20, about
Oh, it's up 10th of
25
June,
years
okay.
old.
That's good to know. And 143601 and 609 were the last places to run.
Yeah, the 314s are 25 years old.
That can't be right.
25
It's older
years.
than that.
I don't know, it sounds like it's medium age. I don't know. A bit like the 465s. I don't know. Similar, but I don't know.
317 entered service earlier, 28th of March, 1983.
1983. Wow.
Class 314s were built between 1978 and 1979, the same as the Class 507s. Ah yes, you're the PEP expert, you should be able to let us know on that. Ah yes, I'm sure someone will make a Southern reskin very, very soon after it's released.
Who's looking forward to the 455 EP?
Oh, for TS.
Yep,
Well,
by
yes,
80 up using.
that should be out very, very soon as well. There's just so many brilliant things coming out.
I mean, the 323 that Dovetail Games produced is still rubbish.
Even with it, have you got a sound pack for it? I don't actually have the cost of 2 lines.
No, I don't have the sound part.
But the
Well, the section looks edited. Like the last time I saw it.
as in the track bit.
Yeah, like, and as well as like the surroundings, like the overhead cables as well. It looks different.
Yeah, appears to have had some. Well, it looks like there's definitely been some new ballastry laid as well.
Or some updates, just fixing in general.
Plus, this London King's Cross is going to be out of date.
Yes, it is. London King's Cross will be out of date.
How?
The tunnel.
And that's unfortunately not simulated in train sim for the moment, because the East Coast Main Line London Peterborough was actually only built in 2014 for Train Simulator, and that third tunnel hasn't actually been featured yet, but I'm sure you could put that in if you really wanted to.
I'm sure we'll get the update soon enough.
Class 315s were 1980 and 1981. I need to get the rest of the 315s on TFL rail. They are still around. They are still around, despite everyone saying, "Oh, they're going to disappear." They're still around.
They are still around. And plus, you got to run the PRM compliance train. Which I don't
They're just slowly getting replaced by the 345s, because they need to prepare for Crossrail. It's gonna open very soon, hopefully.
At this bridge here, we're now 2.5 miles away from Huntingdon, so we will need to prepare to decelerate from 40 miles an hour just before the station.
Maybe I go.
Yeah, that might be a good idea. Just for now. It's annoying how my friend who is 8 years old keep going in my room and always asking me what game this is and then making fun of my YouTube account name. Oh, that's a shame. But yes, this is Train Simulator, of course, I'm sure you're aware. We have a distant double yellow signal. This is just for the crossover just up ahead. Also, the AWS sound on the 317 is the most depressing sound I've ever heard in my life.
Okay, then.
It's just a really depressing sound. The next signal, listen to it. We're going about 80 miles an hour, that should be all good.
I really need to get the 317 for things later.
It's really good. It's a really good model.
I don't think I've got. Do I have it downloaded?
Right, 40-mile-an-hour limit is just coming up ahead
Oh
of the
god,
crossovers.
that AWS on.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
AWS on is depressing.
Oh, that's release, You would have speeded a bit just going over the crossover there, but that's no big deal. Ah, you're not telling him. I'm not so keen on the class 345s really, to be honest. I'd be sad to see the 315s go as well. Yeah, the 315s, they're not bad trains. But the 345, they are in need of some replacement. They're nearly 40 years old
Yeah,
now.
the 315s do need a replacement because they're old.
Here at Huntingdon, we do want to stop towards the end of the platform.
Try and remember, I think peak hour services used to terminate here.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, I got my memory.
We're too slow. Oh no, we're actually on time. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
I think it was a very fast service. It only stopped at Stevenage, then I think another stop between, and then it terminated here. I'm not sure if I'm right on it, but
I definitely do remember the Huntingdon services.
yeah, they did.
Huntingdon. This train is for London King's Cross. Our next stop is something.
St. Neots. St. Neots.
I actually would love it if the train announcements would actually do that. I'll just laugh.
This is Huntingdon, change here for First Capital Connect and other northern services. I guess Great or First Capital Connect. This is before First Capital Connect's era. But yes, change here for other Great Northern services.
It's like we've got a driver and two guards. Lol.
That's funny. See, this is where the terminating platform is. I'm not sure whether it exists still. Oh no,
Well,
it still
two
exists.
guards, we can. One of us can be in the 317 on the front, and one of the guards can be in the other 317 to check tickets.
Oh yes.
Look at First Capital Connect. They did so much effort in their branding and all their seat designs, their ticket machines, and some of it still remains today.
We are now
Like-
departing Huntingdon.
Yeah, I really love the First Capital Connect livery. It's probably one of my favourite liveries of all time.
It is for me as well. Like, I remember First Great Western, like, and they had great branding as well. I really did like it.
This was definitely the best deal.
But it's a shame. But it's a shame it left. but-
Virgin Trains East Coast HST passing with service to.
Let's find out. Aberdeen, okay. That's the 1000.
We heard all the franchises they're all terminating.
Or or is that with the Great British Rail thing that they announced a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah, right. It might go back to a similar thing like before the 90s, like Network Southeast.
No, it
something
won't.
similar.
No, it won't. No, it won't.
I think the franchises will still remain, except
It's just under some public body. like Network Rail or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that will all come under the same company now.
All the brands will stay the same. It'll just come under a government-owned thing.
A bit like London North Eastern Railway.
A bit like that, but it's, or for example, all the fares will be managed centrally, so that, well, first of all, there won't be any inconsistency between the train companies. Technology will also be upgraded, so there'll be better ways to get tickets and better technology on board trains, perhaps.
It would just be more reliable, I guess.
I should also, well, one thing that the government pledged is also to speed up development of projects such as East West Rail HS2 once they've got their stuff going.
Well, hopefully.
Hopefully.
I think there's a rumour that they could hand over all the suburban London services to the overground, like the Southern, the Moorgate lines, and Cheltenham lines and so on. It's part of it.
I wouldn't mind that.
I don't mind that, like, it actually could work really well, especially for Southern, like, I really feel sorry for South Londoners.
Hello, Joshua.
Hello, Josh. Traffic in Essex isn't the best, is it? That's no big deal.
It feels weird saying my own name.
Yes, I'm sure it would do. I'm going to keep checking to my left for an 80-mile-an-hour speed board. We just went over a foot crossing there, that'll be number 71. We're about halfway between Huntingdon and St Neots now. First Northwestern as well, I remember them as well. I mean, they were slightly before my time, but I do remember what they used to do. Welcome to this Great Northern Service, London King's Cross, calling St Neots, Sandy, Biggleswade, maybe Hitchin, Stevenage, Nebworth, Welwyn, North Garden City, Hatfield, Peterborough, Finsbury Park, and London King's Cross.
I try to remember the franchise before East Coast. I know it was black and orange. I try to remember, it was East something.
And
Great Northern.
It's GNER, Great Northern.
Yeah, I remember them. Yeah, for some reason I don't remember them, but all I know is that they had the 373s, which was very strange. Yeah, I think I know why. Eurostar, they wanted to expand services to Manchester, basically what other cities in North England, but because of the delay of HS2, it just did not go ahead. They decided to give them those trains. That's how it's happened.
If you've ever been to the National Railway Museum in York, they've got a 373 there as well. That was one of the examples that actually worked with GNER briefly before it was painted in Eurostar colours.
Is he on the GNER livery?
No, it's in the Eurostar livery because I think it was repainted. I'm not sure whether it went back to Eurostar or not. It is definitely there. It is. We are stopping Hitchin today. Ah yes, it's a very lovely sunny day today, Sunday, bank holiday as well. Lots of people are going to be going to Walton, I see.
Watch all the beaches like Brighton, Walton-on-Naze, they'll all be packed busy.
Can imagine.
I might go to the beach one day. I might go to Clapton. I've never been there.
Clapton's alright.
Clapton's alright, like, good journey as well on the 360s, so...
Well, the 360s are all gone, unfortunately. They're with East Midlands Railway now.
Yep.
Fine. Oh god,
Yeah,
I'm completely lost track, to be honest.
Yeah, they changed the name from EMR Electric to EMR Connect.
Indeed they did. Yes, you might get one of the 720s if you head up to Clapton now. St Neots station platforms. It's all 321 with a grumpy driver on it.
We'll shortly be arriving at Sydney, or
I feel so sorry for the guy who's just been shuffling passengers between Colchester and Bolton all day. The 365 stands on the adjacent platform, or on the opposite platform. We want to stop right at the end of the platform here. St. platforms have since been extended, but at the time that this route was made they could only accommodate 8-car trains.
Does this pack have the platform 5 on Stevenage?
Yes, that was added in August, so that have we got on the end of it? Yes, we have got on the end of the platform. Yes, that was a pretty recent addition as well. Oh, yep, yep, I didn't make this scenario. I hold no responsibility for that rare destination. As if we are ready to depart. First of all, let's just take a look at this brilliant interior that they've created. Well done to Armstrong Powerhouse for this. And do you remember that buzzing sound that you always used to hear on the 317s and 313s when you used to leave? That's simulated as well.
What buzzing sounds?
If you listen to the audio on the stream, you'll hear it.
Hello, Dad. Yes, I am.
There again. It's just the most amazing interior. It's just... This train is for London King's Cross. They've even added that as well. It's brilliant. Anyway, our next stop will be Sandy in approximately 7 miles.
Alan, your training plan, follow the readmes when you download reskins.
Yes, or you can find reskins on various different websites. Or even if you just search up, for example, train simulator reskins on the internet, you'll be able to find them. If you download them, they'll come with a text file which will have instructions on exactly what you need to do. Make sure you follow them exactly, otherwise the reskin will not install properly. Yeah, the 365 driver overshot by a while. Yeah, Super Alps are really good. Super Alps is run by a brilliant guy called Albie, who lives in Exeter. He does brilliant, or he used to do brilliant train sim reskins. They're still available to download from his website. Yes, do have a look at them. He does all sorts of reskins for almost every single train that you can imagine. Alan Thompson Sim, also a massive third-party library, not just for reskins but also for scenarios. That's where I got this scenario from, actually. Also for routes as well. There's a massive library of routes which you can download from there.
I'm surprised nobody's added us on Discord yet for an invite to the server.
Yes, if you do want to join the server for exclusive content, perhaps updates on with our newer videos coming up. Also if you just want to have a chat, then do you have a join? We just created it this afternoon. I've seen people get the licensed Greater Anglia Class 90 livery. Where do you get it? that brings me on to the next website, that is which is called Major Wales Reskins. Major Wales Reskins, he does lots of reskins and also a branding patch for the Greater Anglia Class 90. Yes, do search, or just search up, or if you go on Major Wales, it's just major.wales. That's the name of the website. You should be able to find it on there. Are you heading to London King's Cross? Yes, we are. We are heading to London King's Cross. Is there any requirements?
They reopened.
Oh, yep, go.
I think they opened a third tunnel recently, like for the first time in 40 years. Wow.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, they have. London King's Cross has got the third tunnel.
I was there on the second day it opened, not the first day, unfortunately. It was very nice views. And King's Cross, the whole station should reopen this time next week. So platform 7 to 10 now should reopen. Platform 11's been demolished. Is it or platform? Platform 11 has been run up. Platform 10.
That's a slight problem because there is a 508 reskin, but the 508 that's modelled isn't actually in Train Simulator.
There is a 508 for Train Simulator, isn't that great? Is there any requirements for the UK trains in mandatory Harwich Town route?
It's the same with the 777 that Merseyrail's got. That's not modelled in in Train Simulator.
Indeed it isn't. It's a shame, but there are quite a few trains that aren't modelled in Train Simulator, unfortunately. But there is more. There's definitely more that are than that aren't.
The trains I know about aren't in Train Simulator yet. 195-331 745 755.
Oh, yep, we're just going on the New Zealand Bridge now. Brilliant place to spot. I've never been there myself, but I've heard many good things about it. Oh, there is a 508 reskin on there. Nice.
Yeah, but the train is. Yeah, but the headlight. The headlight configuration is most probably wrong.
There is a version of the Class 315 which has the same headlight clusters as the 508 available for Train Sim. So actually uses that. Yes, finally, Josh, getting back to your question. There are a few requirements. They're all the UK Train Sim freeware packs. If you go on the internet and you just search up UK Train Sim freeware packs, or you can download them from UK Train Sim itself if you really want to, and they take you like literally years to download.
Guys, regarding UKTS, do not do that. It's a bloody pain to register.
Yeah, UK Train Sim is an absolutely terrible website. It's like one of those websites that looks like it's made in like the 1990s or something like that. It's really not nice. And the download speeds are 5 kilobits a second.
The 313 isn't a 508. A 315 more looks like 508.
Yes, 315 and 508 are very similar. 313 slightly different. Different electrics. Different. Well, I think slightly different traction motors as well.
Also, Josh, if you would like to join the server, add me or him. Him. No.
I've been looking around and I can't find any Greater Anglia reskins except for a weird Class 89 reskin. Well, you're on the right website. You're on the right website.
A red Greater Anglia 89 reskin. Okay, man.
Just keep having a look around. You can easily,
Just keep on having a look.
But yes, just keep having a look on the website, I'm sure you'll find it. Or you can just search Abellio Greater Anglia patch thing. Or just search up Abellio Greater Anglia branding patch on Google or something like that. It should come up if you haven't tried that already. Do you give a shout out? I'm really trying to get 150 subscribers. Yes, do you have a look at LNER Train Fans channel? I'm just going to have a look at your channel as well at the moment. So if you do watch his content, if you do enjoy it, then do give him a subscription. I'm sure he will. He will appreciate it. Oh wow, you saw something interesting today, didn't you? Double-headed 66.
Happy MU fan. You know when you said D-A-U-L, don't you mean dual? G-U-A-L.
Yeah, I guess so. It's the centre coaches giveaway because 313's MU were dual voltage, or were dual voltage. And the 313's aren't, or the 315's aren't dual voltage, right? Or, oh no, or the 508's aren't dual voltage. Yes, you found the Virgin Trains pacer.
This is the super pacer, lol.
Yeah, Josh, as soon as the stream is over, I'll show you how to install it because it's quite complicated. It's quite difficult to find the route as well. So I'll sort that out for you. We should very shortly be approaching Biggleswade as well. I think it's actually just around this corner. Nope, we've got one more level crossing to go, and then we'll very shortly be arriving into the station. We're about 1.5 miles away, I think. Biggleswade marks the halfway point between Peterborough and London King's Cross.
I'm gonna move everybody into the streaming VC. That's what I added it for.
Alright, fair enough. Gotta go back. Get your bagel ready. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Why would I need a bagel? No, I do love bagels, although I think I actually have a bagel in the cupboard. Oh, it's going to be a very tight stop here. Let's see whether.
I think you might overshoot.
We've overshot. We have overshot.
Nope. Oh no. Oh, we've undershot a bit, haven't we? I've actually underestimated it, but we went into full service for a bit. I shouldn't have done that.
Maybe not. Okay.
Boom, right there. That should be perfect. Oh, the doors aren't opening. We overshot a tiny bit, apparently. It's just the way GS works.
Was there an emergency brake?
No, we didn't go into emergency brake. We went into full service, so which is you really don't want to do unless you really need to.
Yeah, you just managed to do it. Like, you actually did it perfectly.
Yeah, it's alright, I guess. Oh, there's a 91 going to us. Durham Cathedral. As you also know.
Wait, I heard of that town before. Oh.
Durham. Durham's very nice. You can see the cathedral from the train as you go past.
Where's that heading to?
Probably Edinburgh or Leeds. I'll have a look. 1 Sierra, so it's bound for Edinburgh, yeah.
Unlike train, when you're doing train spotting, how do you know where destinations the trains are going, even though they don't show the display?
Real-time trains is the answer. Or just search up realtimetrains.co.uk, put in your location.
Like, you use it
Yeah, then you can
Oh,
find
you
out where all
use
the
it
trains.
from your phone or something?
Yeah, from your phone you can use it.
Oh, I see.
And then you can see where all the trains are going, even the passing ones. Yes, you found it.
Oh,
Nice. Wow. Lucky you. You'll be able to install it. Do you have all the requirements? People in the front overshoot gang. My computer hasn't been itself, to be honest. Oh, that's weird. I don't know whether it's done this for other people, but this yesterday evening, I switched on my computer. This is the same computer that I've been having for the best part of 2 years now, and it asked me to set up my device, and I got a bit confused. Has anyone else had that, or is it just me? Oh, next up
Hello,
is Ozzy.
CP trains.
Hello, CP trains. Yes, hello. Welcome to the stream. Talking of Discord, I will invite you to our server, which you've just created. We were talking about that last week, weren't we? Oh, looking at the Midland main line for a minute. Oh yeah, that's set up the Wi-Fi every so often.
Been like 40 minutes and we're not even in Stevenage yet. Wow.
Yeah, usually, if you get a fast train from Peterborough to King's Cross, you'd be in King's Cross by now, but because we're a stopping train, we're only allowed to go 75 miles an hour max. That'll be Jigs Lane level crossing. That's a public bridleway in the last level crossing before Alsey.
Are any your train fan? Yes, you can, but add me at East Midlands Railway fan hashtag 8263.
Yes, I will put your. Oh yes, do just put your Discord tag in the description and then do invite him to the server. You can do that, right? If you're a mod. I saw your GA stalker yesterday. I saw mine as well. I actually went on it. I went on 745101 from Liverpool Street to Tottenham Hale. There are a couple of requirements. I think you need the Wherry lines, but I think that's just for the nameplates. But I think
Fab.
yes, you should just
Check but read me.
Yes, as far as I remember, for the 90 you do just need the blue 90 from Steam or the AP90. It's the same model anyway, so it shouldn't matter. Now pulling into Olsey, I think we might overshoot this one actually. We're going a bit too fast into the platform. Let me guess, was it 745007? Oh yes, CP Trends, you sent me a message this morning about it. Apparently there was there has been a reported sighting of a 365 in Ardwick. In the carriage sidings there, which is very near Manchester. That's the Transpennine Express depot there. And I'm not sure why that is. Yes, East Midlands Railway fan 8263 is the Discord username.
Are we on 8 coaches or 12?
We are 8. We are 8.
Okay.
The platform's a bit short.
I was wondering why we got to the 12 coach sign.
Yes, because the platform at Olsey is a bit short, so I just wanted to stop at the 12 car just to be sure. Because when I was testing
go to the back and let's see.
Yeah, it just
it is short. Why did they put the 12 anyway? Like, such a scam.
Yeah, I can't imagine 12 car trains would be operating this route.
I It's one of these scam stations. I'm sure there's others across the country that just scam the drivers.
But the platforms have since been extended because obviously the Peterborough Horsham are 12 car sets, and they do stop at Olsey as well. So they should be able. The platforms will have been extended.
Is our next stop Hitchin?
Our next stop, yes, will be at Hitchin. In approximately.
Yes, we're joining the Cambridge line. Yeah.
Yes.
They should have the Cambridge line on the simulator, to be honest. It'd be interesting.
It is available as far as Royston, but I don't think anyone's modded it further than that.
I'll still like at least go to Cambridge. I know would be nice.
Yeah, that would be nice. She'll be well, definitely welcomed. That is interesting. 365 in Ardwick.
I wonder why it's doing all the way up there, unless it's doing I don't know how to describe it. I don't even know, to be honest. I'm speechless.
Yeah, Alstom, I mean the 365s, their traction motors are made by Alstom, aren't they? And there are very similar traction motors that are on the Jubilee line.
Oh, is that where he gets his motor from?
Before the 365 came first, so the Jubilee line would have got a similar traction motor from the 365.
It's the same for the 465s as well, on the southeastern.
Yes, indeed.
I really like the 465s, they're very unique.
Yep, Alan, you're a train fan. I'm gonna send you a B-invite now in Thingamajiggle.
I'm very sad that the GA90s are being replaced by the one-door per coach trains. That should be like an insult to the Stadlers. I thought those 90s looked stunning. Yeah, they do look stunning. The Stadlers look quite stunning as well, to be honest. I prefer the Stadlers to the 90s. Very controversial opinion. Coming past on a Class 319, which is nice, and the seats are quite thick as they have not got an interior upgrade, so being replaced soon by Class 323s. Yes, will be good. CP trains, while you're up there, did you manage to catch the 769s doing the Alderley Edge to Southport services? They're like the 319s but diesel. And they're the new additions. Yeah, may see some 90s, particularly doing Trafford Park, if you're in that area. Well, not speed limit, it's still 70 miles an hour, I just had a cheeky peek at that. We are going to be slightly late arriving into Hitchin, but that shouldn't be a big deal. Yes, Josh was at Shenfield yesterday. He saw if you've ever been to Shenfield, you'll know it has 4 platforms. Platform 1 is often used by trains to Southend and Victoria. Platform 2 is usually used by normal Great Eastern services. And he saw the 745 on platform 1, so it must have crossed over. I'm just wondering why that is. Speed limit shortly going back down to 70 miles an hour. Hitchin station should just be around this curve. The lines from Cambridge are now joining us. There is a flyover that has recently been built here, that was after this route has been simulated for Train Simulator here. The Cambridge line is joining us from the left now.
Was the Cambridge flyover in it? I think I missed it.
It's not in this version of the route, no, unfortunately.
Oh.
And that is exactly the reason why the Cambridge flyover was made. You can see that 365 decelerating on the fast lines, and that's never good for the East Coast Main Line. He's waiting for us to clear the signal.
Yeah.
And his destination is...
It just slows down the line.
Yeah.
In general. Imagine if you're on the HSTs and you had to wait. God.
Yeah, that'd be really annoying. Off he goes.
I have no idea why that wasn't built. It should have been built ages ago, but it's just all these things just come.
They're doing a similar thing at Peterborough. They're building a, well, it's actually an underpass for the lines that go to Lincoln, because fast trains always have to wait if there's a Lincoln service that's crossing over.
Who's it operated by? Is it a Greater Anglia to... No, East Midlands, is it?
To Lincoln, yeah. Where's been underparting?
I think is it cross country as well? That.
Not to Lincoln.
No, like they go to Peterborough. They had to cross over the fast Peterborough lines.
I don't think they actually. I don't think they cross over. They can do, but I don't think they do that very often. If they terminate at Peterborough, then yes, that would need to happen. That was a 720. And you're lucky you've seen a lot of HSTs today. Whoa, wheel slip, big wheel slip. It's not that wet.
Is it raining?
I don't know. Ah yes, nice to see some 397s, 150s and Civities. Oh, you're making me jealous. I'm really hoping to get up to Manchester in the summer holidays. If all things go to plan. I do have a trip booked for up there. Liverpool, Chester, North Wales, Manchester area. And hopefully we'll get a day at Crewe as well. I'd really like
I want to go back to that area again. I remember going to Liverpool. Like, I took the Merseyrail.
Yeah, Liverpool's really nice.
Yeah, it's a great city.
Also,
I've been there.
parts of it are
Like
really
good,
nice.
good trains. Especially the Merseyrail. That was my favourite part. Like, just having heavy rails going underground. One of the very few unique parts. I think I took it to Chester.
Why are the 365s in this? Yeah, as Josh says, that's AI for you. What's the quickest way to London Bridge for next Tuesday from Langdon? C2C West, or Sean, you should be able to figure this one out. You know the tube map a lot better than I do.
On what?
Langdon.
Oh, London Bridge.
Or Langdon to London Bridge.
Where's Leyden?
It's a couple of
Never
stops
heard
out
of Leyden.
On the C2C line, Essex
Upminster,
towards Southend.
Upminster to London. Okay, I'm just going to imagine from Upminster to London Bridge. I'll say, take the C2C to Fenchurch Street. Just, I think you can easily just walk from Fenchurch Street to London Bridge by about 10 minutes from there. Just cross the river and then you're there.
Yeah, you just go across London Bridge itself. Or you can get a bus for free. You can get the 344, can't you?
You could, but it's just pointless because you know all these traffic and everything.
I was
still a bus.
I was thinking C2C to West Ham and Jubilee line down, but I don't know.
Oh no, I thought the C2C to Fenchurch Street would be fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say the same.
Very cultural place apparently Liverpool is. I can imagine it would be.
I think Manchester's quite cultural as well. Like,
I don't think as much as Liverpool, but it is, again, yeah, it is quite cultural as well.
Yeah, what I really like about Liverpool, they had a very good disused railway there. I was just a bit obsessed about at one time. It was disused road. They used to go all the way along the docks. There's even a disused underground station of it. Like, it was in the museum. Like, I was just obsessed with it, non-stop.
That BMU kind of, you have to do it quickly because it won't be long until we get with Withdrawn.
When are they actually being withdrawn? Must be soon. You can see Stevenage's platforms in the distance. That is really funny. Sufi trains.
Why are you talking in accent?
Yeah, they have a really distinctive...
Oh yeah, I heard the Liverpool accent. Well, I can't do it, but I know what it sounds like.
I wouldn't dare do it. And so we are arriving into Stevenage. There is an HST which is just leaving down there. That's the same HST that we passed several minutes ago. I think it was at Olsey we saw it. We should see more 313s as well. Yes, we should see 313s. As a 317 arrives in on platform 4. So an 802 at Lime Street. Nice. Lime Street again, a very nice station. Yeah, we should have stopped at the 8. I was just a bit worried about overshooting the end of the platform again. But Stevenage obviously has 12 car capabilities, so I thought...
Joshua. Not all drivers do stop at the correct stop in reality. Because I know at Beeston, not all the drivers stop at the 2-car stop mark, or they stop beyond it.
I see, so it's just a guideline, but if you know the route really well, you should know where to stop, or about where to stop. It would be nice if they updated East Coast Main on another platform 5, that would be nice. I'm sure someone will do an update of the East Coast Main line south, because a lot has changed since they released the route. It's nearly been 10 years. Well, it's been 7 years since they released this route. Midland Pullman is going to Crewe today. Indeed. After its rail tour to Penzance. The Hertford Loop should be diverging very soon towards the left. If we're lucky, we might actually be able to see a 313 crossing over. There's a 365 just up ahead, which is currently being held at a red signal behind the HST. Here goes the Hertford Loop. Nebbuffen is approximately 2 miles. Yes, more time for the 507s and 508s, that would be good. Yeah, it is quite an old game, but it's one of those games that ages well. It doesn't need an update every year. The graphics are pretty good. They're not the best, but they are really good. That's Nebbuff.
When belongs to TS any out.
When is the crew HST arriving? Could someone check that very quickly, please? Because I cannot do that at the moment.
It depends on where it is. It would be running from easterly.
745s are coming to Train Simulator 2021. They will be very soon. Goose Studios is currently working on a model for them. It's still in its development. We should see that probably before the end of the year. It left crew at 1651. Where did it go? Did it go to crew holding sidings? There's 91 passes us. You might be able to see it if you do go there now. Our next stop will be Welwyn North.
Fab, you're actually wrong there. If it releases after September 2021, it'll be TS 2022.
Yes, September is around that time that they usually release the next version of TS. So it'll probably be released for TS 2022. Also, Goose Studios is working on a 317-2 model, or the 317-6s. It used to operate on the West Anglia main line. We now go to double track. This is probably the biggest bottleneck of the East Coast main line at the moment. It'll be a double track between here and Welwyn Garden City. Unfortunately, there is no way to upgrade this as there are houses all around. There is a nature reserve just the other side of these tunnels, and also the Welwyn Viaduct is also grade 2 listed, so they can't build stuff around it.
I can't argue, the viaduct is actually very nice, but it is a bottleneck at the same time.
Yeah, as you can see, we're on yellow signals already.
Yeah, you can even get a snapshot of it. Look, just zoom out.
Yeah, the viaduct is just after Welwyn North. We'll get some good pictures of it as we go over. Welwyn North station is just after this tunnel.
Which is the longest tunnel on the East Coast main line?
On the East Coast main line, that would be Potter's Bar Tunnel. Oh no, you're right. The longest tunnel is just oh no, we've still got a bit to go until Welwyn North is another tunnel. The longest tunnel would be Welwyn North Tunnel, which we've literally just gone through.
Oh, that one, yeah.
It might be Potter's Bar Tunnel, actually.
I don't know.
It's one of the two.
I don't know. Which is the longest tunnel in the UK apart from the tube?
I'm actually not sure on that.
I think it's on the...
the Severn Tunnel. The line between Cardiff and Bristol goes under a massive tunnel.
It's the Severn Tunnel.
I was thinking of like a Dulwich to somewhere. It's on the Victoria
No.
southeastern one.
It's the Severn Tunnel. That's 4 miles long.
Technically, the Channel Tunnel is the longest, but I don't really count it as part of the rail network.
Flashing double yellow because we have a train up ahead and we're also going to be crossing over very soon. We do definitely need a... I haven't actually read chat for a bit. We've had lots of messages, haven't we?
The channel doesn't really count.
It does really, because it's I treat it as an international thing than a UK thing.
The longest tunnel in the United Kingdom is definitely 7 tunnel.
Good to know.
Well, for now, because I've seen proposals. They want to build a Scotland to Northern Ireland link, which will be very long, almost as long as the Channel Tunnel.
Let's head off. Yes, AP sounds they were making sounds for the 800 and 802. I don't think, or they announced that they were doing things with it. I don't know what they're going to do with it. It would be nice to see London Charing Cross to Sevenoaks and Hayes
I
for
think
train
they'll
sim.
still work on it. They currently can't because of obviously COVID.
Welwyn Viaduct is just coming up. Let's see if we can get some good shots. "69 minutes of streaming, very good."
This has to be the nicest section of on the East Coast Main Line, in my opinion.
I would say the nicest section on the East Coast Main Line is between Berwick and Dunbar. You get really nice views out to the sea from there.
That is another one, definitely, yeah.
You've been to Edinburgh before, right?
Yeah, I've been on the line. I think my best part, I think there's the sign that shows between Scotland and England. Always been trying to capture it, but I missed it.
Yeah, it's very small, isn't it?
Yeah,
I
it is very
just about
small.
got a video of it.
There's even another one. It shows that there's a waypoint. It shows, oh yeah, Edinburgh is like 16 miles and London is like 100 miles. There's another one. It's near Newcastle, I think, but I can't remember.
Is DTG headquarters in Rochester? That's just a question.
I'm not sure, to be honest. I know Jeff Marshall, he went to like the simulator headquarters. It's Train Sim World. He went somewhere in Kent. I think it was after Rochester. He stopped. We're at Welling.
Yes, we are at Welwyn.
Joshua, that's a lie.
Is it not out yet?
No.
Oh, we just about didn't get on the end of the platform. So 313 sits here on platform 4. Welwyn Garden City, if you've ever been here, is the most confusing station in the world. If you go up this overbridge here, there's this exit here which goes into the disgusting bit of Welwyn. If you go this way, you end up in a shopping centre, which is actually the station entrance. So it's a very confusing station indeed.
So there's like two entrances, one for the outside and one for the shopping centre.
Yeah, I think the shopping centre entrance is the main one. Or half the people that go through the shopping centre go to the train station.
Is the other one the car park?
The other one appears just to go to lots of industrial places in the estate.
The video's out. The trailer's out. The trailer's out.
From AP, I haven't. It must have just
The
come out.
trailer's out for AP.
Must have just come out in the past few minutes then, because I haven't seen it. That means that the 455 pack should be out very
That
soon.
means it's going to get released.
Southeast 707s on weekdays on 5 Quebec runs. Cool. That's good. That's good for future reference for me as well. Came out 12 minutes ago. Alright, so just while we were driving, probably just driving at Nebworth. Hatfield is in approximately 2 miles. What is it today? You got a 69th like on that video. My favourite thing on the East Coast Main Line is the bridge you just passed and the bridge after or before Newcastle. Is that King Edward Bridge where you can see like 10 bridges in a row? And yes, the Welwyn Viaduct is very nice as well. Unfortunately you can't get a very good view of it when you're travelling over, but if you're around it's pretty good. We were running late up until Nebworth. We are running on time now though.
Next station, Potter's Bar.
Or Hatfield first of all, before then Potter's Bar. Say 4
I really need to go to Potter's Bar again.
It's an alright station. Hackney Wood's better.
I really need to go to Potter's.
Hatfield here has a staggered platform, so the down platforms are a bit further north than the up platforms are, so shouldn't be too alarmed by the fact that the other platform is already on the side. 9111 has just passed us.
CP trains, yes they are.
Bad stations. Sort of, yeah, you're right.
No, he's just calling Potter's Bar bad.
Potter's Bar's a nice place. Good buses, good station. Alright.
It is nice.
But I haven't been there for years, so.
Yeah, Potter's Bar is really nice.
It is nice, but I haven't been there for years. I need to go there again. I need to do some bus spotting. So.
9111, I don't think we see. That was 9111 that we passed.
You definitely need to do the Midland Main Line CSM.
Yes, I do have some spotting videos from Midland Main Line. They'll be out very, very soon. I say very, very soon, probably at the beginning of July, because I have a massive editing backlog which I haven't got round yet. Probably have about, no exaggeration, about 20 videos that I need to edit.
Are there upcoming videos coming out soon? So.
Yes, indeed.
Don't tell. Keep it as a surprise.
I'm sure. Yeah. I have a few more. I have several more from South London. I'll leave you to think where those could be.
I can think of very good stations actually.
And I've done some very interesting things.
I don't have a backlog of films. Because when I record it, I edit the night before. Then if, depending on what time it is, I get it uploaded the same night.
Oh, lucky you, you're very organised. You can't call yourself a content creator if you don't have an upload or some sort of upload backlog.
I'm a you fan, you're a bus spotter as well as me. I'm a bus enthusiast as well.
Potter's Bar has lots of interesting buses as well.
I mean,
Yeah. I've been trying to investigate that route PB1. Have you heard about it?
Yes, the PB1.
The one by Metro Line.
I see it every single day.
probably gonna do this.
Yeah, is the backstreet route. Oh no, I just really love Metro Line in Potter's Bar. It just looks so nice.
Really, really expensive fares though if you don't have a travel card.
Yeah, good luck, especially the 84. You've seen how much you had to pay to go to St Albans.
How much is it? I've never been to St Albans before by the 84.
I think it cost like £10 for one way, and return is like £17.
The automatic buses.
Okay. Okay. We've just crossed over onto the fast line, so we can go 100 miles an hour. Hog. We are running a bit late, so just as well.
Because what's our next stop? DSM.
Our next stop is Potter's Bar. We just got past Welwyn Green.
The Potter's Bar. I'm guessing it's Potter's Bar. What stops do we need to call that again?
It's just Potter's Bar, Finsbury Park, King's Cross is our stops.
Yeah, we're gonna speed down to Finsbury Park. It's gonna be a nice coast.
Welcome aboard this Great Northern service to London King's Cross. Our next station will be Potter's Bar.
Passing Brookman's Park now. If we just stayed on the slow lines, there's a 55-mile-an-hour speed restriction through there. So just as well.
Oh, no. Is Brookman's Park the least used station on the Great Northern service?
Quite possibly. It's quite a busy place. I was thinking perhaps Welwyn Green could be one as well. Hadley Wood's not very used at all.
Not quite yet.
It's literally just surrounded by all these very rich houses. They don't really need a train, they have cars their own.
You see these people who have like Range Rovers, or have like 6 Range Rovers.
Yeah, and believe it or not, the least used bus route in London goes to Hadley Wood, so no surprise.
Indeed it does. I don't think I've ever been to Hadley Wood by bus because they're so infrequent.
Yeah, the 399 comes every 1 hour and only operates during certain hours.
I did see a 399 at Hadley Wood once going over the bridge. That's the only time I've ever seen it.
How do you even get to Hadley Wood? Like, it's not an easy accessible place unless you take the 298 or...
I usually just get the train.
Oh, I picked the 298, so it's more convenient for me.
Second maiden here is Potter's Bar. The site of the devastating Potter's Bar rail crash that happened in 2002. With the 360.
Oh, was it there?
It was just here. It was on. Yeah. I think
Was it a class 90 that derailed from overspeeding?
It was a 365 that derailed. It went over a junction the wrong way, and it flipped onto this track, the one that we're on right now. And also, at Potter's Bar, you don't usually see trains coming on platform 2 because all the stopping lines coming on platform 1. I do have a video of one train arriving on platform 2. I'll leave you to figure out which one that is.
Oh wow.
Yes, there already is a 455 pack. There's one that comes to the Portsmouth Direct line for Train Simulator. Thompson Interactive also have one. I think that's a slightly better model.
Oh, this train is for London King's Cross. Our next station will be Finsbury Park.
Indeed.
This is going to be the nice section though. It's my favourite section of the line.
It is a nice fast section of the line.
It's only it's just strange to me. I only like London areas. I'm not really interested in outside London. What?
The best section between, I think this, from the screenshot, from the pit photos I've seen, personally, I find the Newcastle to Edinburgh section more scenic.
Yes. Yeah, it's probably the most scenic part of the route, in my opinion. Do we cross over onto the slow lines here? Let's find out. I'll keep the speed at 40 just in case. No, we're on the fast down to Finsbury. As a 365 comes doing 100 miles an hour into Potter's Bar, hopefully we won't have a repeat of what happened last time that happened. If you know, you know. Yes, we should be on the slow lines. They usually are. The last time I went along this section of the line, I was on a 387. So I'm sure many of you know 38 all the Electro Stars have incredible wheel slip. They wheel slip so easily you can hear it audibly. It's the most hilarious thing if you're travelling one of them. Hello Irish Train Spotter 33, welcome to the stream. Apologies I've sort of left you hanging.
Hello Irish Train Spotting 33, which you kind of left it late because we're almost at London Cross.
It was all over the BBC and ITV, plus there's the South East Class 330 near me stabled as well. It must be just like one of those things that you remember really vividly. Again, before my time, but there's a plaque at Potter's Bar Station actually. As a 313 passes through. I am good, how about you? I'm not bad. Now passing Hadley Wood, brilliant station to spot at.
I mean, the station I'm going next to is Nuneaton.
Nuneaton? I've never been to Nuneaton. But it's a really good bi-level station, isn't it?
Next stop, New Barnet.
New Barnet? Oh yes, or the next station we pass will be.
Great Northern service to London King's Cross. Our next station will be Finsbury Park.
Do you think the dot matrix 455 will be in the new class 455 volume 2 enhancement pack? There never was a dot matrix 455. Or for Southern, maybe yes. Well, one thing that AP have confirmed is that there definitely will be the 455, the new traction motors coming out for the enhancement, or this volume 2 of the enhancement pack. Yeah, it does really suck that we have to pay for a subscription just to get the merge. Passing Oakley Park almost immediately after New Barnet. At this point the speed limit will decrease to 100 miles an hour. That is no big deal as we're already doing that. It's maximum speed of this train. Check out your channel. Oh yes, you've beaten me to it. I've had a look at your channel already. Do have a look at it. If you do watch Irish Train Spotter 33, then do have a look at his channel. Do perhaps give him a subscription. I'm sure he'll appreciate it. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's 35 quid for a year. And you can't pay anything else. You have to pay the 35 quid. We've just gone through Barnet tunnels. We'll shortly be passing New Southgate. We're well on the approach to King's Cross.
Are we still early, CSM?
Let's find out. Oh, we're actually running a bit late despite we're running on the fast lines.
My favourite section. Just feel like I'm at home. New Southgate. Wow.
Three types of the horn. Nice.
555 were the operation.
There's more Buffalo 95. I'm just going to slow down. How many places on the East Coast Main Line have neutral sections? There is a few. I don't think they're simulated in Train Sim. The only one I know about is the one north of Alexandra Palace. There was also one just north of Potter's Bar as well. That's being where there is no power to the overhead wires whatsoever. Or it's just to keep the electricity running. Yes, I did have a look at your channel, Irish Train Spotter 33. Do have a look at his channel. By all means. We just emerged from Wood Green Tunnel. Bounds Green Train Care Depot is now on the left as the Hertford Loop rejoins us. As we're now passing Alexandra Palace Station as a 313 sits ready to depart down the Hertford Loop. Again, Alexandra Palace has been completely remodelled since the station has been, or since the route has been released. So now the trains pass from the other side. Platform 2. Just checking, because yes, the speed limit does go down to 90 miles an hour. Just later on, we do have another HST passing us. This one should be bound for probably Edinburgh again. Oh, it's going to Leeds. My mistake. Now passing Hornsey Station as Hornsey train care depot is on our left. Fern Park carriage sidings is also on our right. Horn, please. Oyster's been messing up fares recently, is it? I haven't noticed that. Fares still seem to be the same. You can get into London for 75p. Hit the 1 hour 30-minute mark. Lovely stuff. As we do just approach into
I'm probably gonna hit about an hour and 40.
Coming in way too fast for Finsbury Park.
We are now approaching Finsbury Park.
Yeah, we're coming in way too fast. Look at that, 30 miles an hour. We can only just see the end of the platform. Now we're going to a defensive. I really can't drive. Right to the end of the platform, I think, is the 8-car marker. Open the window.
CP trains, no it doesn't. Because the train spot, you don't need a platform ticket.
Oh well, the reason it costs £15 is because you're buying the penalty fare. That's the penalty fare.
As in for train spotting, you're not on the platform.
If you have an Oyster card and you forget to tap out, you have an extra 2 hours over the quickest journey time. I don't know why it's a penalty fare. You're not doing anything wrong, but according to Oyster, you're it probably thinks you took on a stupid route or you haven't paid for your journey or something like that.
That is stupid.
But usually when I go to London, I just go on a London travel card because it's £6, however much it is. I can't remember. And you get unlimited travel within zones 1 to 6 for however long.
Because I'm most probably the oldest in the VC.
Just the Scotland destination balls on the 317 is so excellent. We're not going to accelerate any further than about 65 miles. Yeah, you can see you've got a 65 speed board ahead.
Our next... This train is for London King's Cross. Our next is London King's Cross. But this train will terminate.
Indeed, we should be able to tell which platform we're coming into by the theatre, which we should see just as we're coming into Gasworks.
Most probably 5.
Right, we're diverging off to the left. We're speeding a bit if we're going to take that crossover. So it looks like we're going to take the flyover to the other side of the station, which means you'll be coming on the right hand side of the station. So that'll be platform 7 to 11. I'm sure your time will come, Fabian. Oh, massive lag spike. Always does this when we come into King's Cross for some reason. 15-mile-an-hour morpeth for the starting at for Gasworks Tunnel. We're just going into Copenhagen Tunnel. Talking of Copenhagen Tunnel, Friday there was a massive incident where the overhead wires got torn down. Nothing could go through Copenhagen Tunnel out, or nothing could go out of King's Cross rest of Friday evening. Nothing can go through the canal tunnels from Finsbury Park to St Pancras International all of yesterday as well. I'm not sure whether that's still the case today.
Was that why King's Cross was closed? I heard on the local news.
Well, King's Cross will be closed next weekend. It's not closed at the moment, but you can't get a direct train from. Or yesterday you couldn't get a direct train from Finsbury Park to St Pancras International, so you had to do it the old way.
I see.
Yes, just confirm we do have a green signal. We're coming in on Gasworks Line C, so we're coming the right way into King's Cross. But the next signal should tell us which platform we're coming into. What's been fixed today? King's Cross. Oh, the wires in Copenhagen, I see.
Crossing over the North London line above.
Yep. This is Belle Isle here. And High Speed 1 as well. This is an absolutely brilliant location to spot trains if you can find it.
From the North London line you get a really good view.
Yeah, you do, and of course you get the East Coast Main Line underneath you. I'd quite like to go there sometime. It's just off York Road.
Triple into 10. We will shortly be arriving into London King's Cross. With this train to terminate, we hope you enjoyed your travelling with us today. If you do spot anything suspicious, please speak to a member of our station staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. Remember the 3 S's. See it, say it, sorted!
Here we are entering King's Cross platform 10 according to the signal. This is the same platform that's very recently been demolished. So platform 11 has been renumbered platform 10.
Was it part of the reopening of the third tunnel?
Yes, that massive scheme.
Oh yeah.
If you go to King's Cross now, this part of the station, that we're coming into now is just full of track machines. And Class 66 is doing the track up. And I'm going to enter the station under 10 miles an hour, as I do know that there's a TPWS post. The buffers will be treated as a red signal, so if we do if we go over, you can see on the track there is a track circuit just up ahead. That's the TPWS system. If it detects that we're going into, if it detects we're approaching the buffers at more than 12 miles an hour, the emergency brakes would apply. But as we're going under 10 miles an hour, that doesn't seem to be the case. I'm going to go right down to the buffers there. You can see the 365 did something else, but we're on platform 10. We have very limited space. You should be able to see, yeah, the rear of the train's only just on the platform. That's partially why it was closed, because 8 cars or
Stop.
700 can't stop there.
I thought you were gonna crash into the buffers.
Oh, I did that yesterday when I was testing out the scenario.
Oh.
Take a screenshot, why not? 365513 with no destination.
Hello, Dad.
Yes, hello again. HSD on the slow line platforms apparently, is it?
Oh, that is actually a good shot. Good angle.
43299, yeah, they do come on platform 8. We'll be forming a service bound for Cambridge. So in the meantime, while the scenario is loading, I'd just like to say thank you very much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed. I've really enjoyed playing this scenario. It's been great fun. Next week, we'll be driving on the Sutton and Moor Valley lines from London Bridge down to Epsom. Also a very nice route available from Alan Thompson Sim, the website we were talking about earlier.
Oh, I remember the last time we did the Epsom line.
Did we go on the Epsom line? When did we go on the Epsom line?
I think we both did it together, like it was just all plain, like no houses, just nothing.
Oh right, yes, in TS we did do that, and there was a few scenery bugs as well. There's an updated version that's been released of it as well.
Oh god, so it's all built up now, so it should be.
It's better, yeah.
Okay, I'm hoping.
Yes, it looks like the scenario is about to end now, but yes, thank you very much for watching. Oh well, yes, brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant screenshot. I really do hope you enjoyed. Clout Combine 007. Hello. We're just finishing actually. But yes, thank you for tuning in. If you did enjoy the stream, then do feel free to give the video a like. It'd be greatly appreciated. And do consider subscribing if you enjoy my content. And I will see you next week. Bye everyone.
Bye!